This generation beats.
Well, this is Nosy with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
Welcome back. Good afternoon, sir.
We back.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Had a little lunch today. I didn't eat last week.
Oh, okay.
So
You might have been hangry.
I might have been a little hangry. I was a little talkative last week. I apologize.
What is your raptress quote today, sir?
Well, I need my raptresses to come out with some new stuff. So, sort of in my vein of doing a way back throwback and then sort of a halfway throwback.
Okay.
Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very intrigued by her existence.
Okay.
They started saying that she was evil. I'm going on a little bit of a tangent, sorry. And I kind of liked her more.
They said it about all artists that really make it big. They all sold their soul. They're all in the Illuminati, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
Oh.
Well, they did. They said that was her induction, the whole,
Who died?
I don't know.
Usually somebody has to die for you to be part of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice somebody.
Well, there's that rumor. I mean, old rumor of Stephanie, a.k.a. Lady Gaga. She killed her best friend, who was allegedly sort of the role model of the character of Lady Gaga is based off this other girl that she killed.
You know what? If it was that easy to get into the Illuminati, there'd be a lot more members. Just being
I
honest.
guess you have to be able to do it and get away with it.
Again, if all it took was killing somebody that you loved, there'd be a lot more members in the Illuminati.
Would you be one?
Not if I got to kill somebody I deeply love. If I got to kill like a family member, like way down the line, yeah.
I think we've got our topic, but let me tell you about Taylor Swift really quickly. Something's on Michael's mind today. She has a song, old in her repertoire, called "Look What You Made Me Do," and I like the beat of it. Like, there's sort of the verse is very stagnated and very like bum 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 bum, where the chorus is more of dancey, and so it's sort of got a good flow to it. But in the song, she says several good lines that I was like, you know what, that's Tay Swift. Good for you, girl.
He said Tay.
I think that's what they call her. I think it's Tay. Pickleball couple will let me know. They will let me know because they are the number one fan.
Okay. I can dig it.
Camera one. Pickleball couple. She says, the line is, God bless. I knew I'd forget it by this point. It is, you asked me for a place to sleep. Locked me out and threw a feast.
Okay.
I thought that was a good, because obviously it's not like her home. But it's sort of an interesting way of saying, you needed me, and so I was there for you, and then you just shoved me out.
Okay.
I was like,
That's an ism.
fighting demons over here. But it was a good way of fighting demons.
Okay.
In a different way.
Not the demons.
Yeah.
Fist pump in the air.
So Illuminati, you say? Is that what's been on your mind lately?
Nothing, but you had brought it up. I mean, I don't know. Would you sacrifice somebody, not your immediate loved one, but would you sacrifice?
I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, it has to be.
Like, I think it has to be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
So for me, I would never be in the Illuminati. But I do think.
Who would you kill?
You have to be. Oh, you have to kill them yourself?
Oh, I don't know.
Or just they have to die?
Don't know.
I don't either.
Let's go with you have to kill them.
Let's say sacrifice for YouTube.
Let's say sacrifice.
So I have to sacrifice them?
So you have to directly sacrifice them. Unalive.
There's nobody I would directly sacrifice. But if somebody was like, hey.
I have an idea of who you would take out.
What?
Through hired hand.
Okay. Well, I will say this.
It's me.
No, if I knew about it, but I didn't actually do the sacrifice, and there might be like 2 people, 3 people.
Okay.
They're way down the line. I love them, but like I'm not.
How way down the line? I wonder how way down the line our way down the lines are.
They'd have to be like a 6 removed cousin. Like it wouldn't be somebody.
Okay.
Like I might follow them on Facebook, but I don't have their phone number.
Okay. Does it have to be a family member? Or
I don't know.
I think it has to be someone you're close to.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
so
Stephanie, Lady Gaga. I'm calling her Stephanie specifically for.
Is that her real name?
Stephanie is her real name. Stephanie Germanotta.
Oh, okay.
But her friend, I'm going to have to look back at that. Because I think
Stephanie is Lady Gaga's real name.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. 'Cause I know she got her name from like a rap name generator or some shit like that. Like she didn't really come out with
Radio Gaga. Ooh. There's a song. They say Radio Gaga, not Radio Goo Goo. That's where she got Gaga from.
I thought she got Lady Gaga from a rap name generator.
No, that was
That's not Lady Gaga?
No, that was
somebody big did that.
Donald Glover. No,
Childish Gambino?
Childish Gambino. That's how he got his. Yes, that's how he got his rap name.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He put it in a generator and was like, "Oh, actually I'll take that. I like that."
Fair enough. Okay, yeah. I can dig it.
Which is kind of neat. Childish Gambino. I was like, really?
Yeah, I mean, I fucks with it.
Yeah.
Well, they used to have this joke.
Nosy approved.
Well, they used to say your stripper name would be, I think it's like your middle name and the street you grew up on.
Pet's name. First pet's name.
There you go. Okay. I've had pets. I don't remember their names. So.
Yeah. My first pet was Charlie, and I grew up on Hollis. So the most boring porn name possible, Charlie Hollis.
That's not bad though.
I think if I would have become an actor, Charlie Hollis would have been a good actor.
I would want to have a pseudonym.
Pseudonym. Thank you.
I'd like to have a pseudonym for my stage name.
What would be your pseudonym?
Well, I guess it would. I don't remember none of my pets' names. I'll use my middle name. It would be Anthony Whitehorse. That shit is dry as hell.
Save a horse, ride a white horse.
Hey, Anthony House. You don't know why. House. But yeah.
But you could be like Anthony to give it a little sizzle.
Little sasson. Anthony House.
Anthony House.
Well, it's horse, but I just...
Horse.
Anthony Horse. Horse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anthony Horse. That'd be a good name. Stage name. I mean.
Terrible.
You know.
Anthony White.
La Honda Kickstart.
That's ghetto as fuck. That's ghetto as fuck. So yeah, I think a lot of people would do it. That's part of why I don't believe what we perceive as the Illuminati is real. I think it exists, but not in the context of it's just a bunch of old white guys in this clubhouse that's plotting on the world.
Yeah. Well, the quote unquote real Illuminati started. I mean, you can go online. Like, there's a whole history of a group called the Illuminati. And it was, I mean, honestly, like all the stuff that I read, I was like, I don't see anything wrong with this group. Because they weren't killing anybody. It was all about like community building and building each other up and you know, it's all about like communication, honesty, like it's all these like principles that I think we value anyway.
See, from what I understand, it's a bunch of vile old white men sitting in a room plotting over the world. I think it's more so the people that are over the banking system, but that's just me. I don't think Oprah's in the Illuminati.
I kind of wish she was, though.
What? Why?
I kind of, well, because I want it to be like...
What we assume it is?
Well, here's the thing. It's sort of... If Oprah is in it, it means you don't have to be born into it.
I don't think
because she's you know a very famous rags to riches story.
She's a gazillionaire,
so she wouldn't have been born into the Illuminati.
She's a gazillionaire, so she could qualify for it.
So I guess if somebody like her can make this huge, amazing career for herself and sort of earn her ticket in, it makes the group accessible.
I don't think the Illuminati, what we think would be excessive. I don't think
You think it's above that?
Yeah, if it's a real thing, yeah. I don't think Jeff Bezos in it. But the only people they accuse of being an Illuminati is black and or entertainers. I don't hear people talking about Jeff Bezos is in the Illuminati. Mark Zuckerberg is in the Illuminati.
Elon
Musk. Now I have heard him because he's so weird and quirky.
I think it's because Mark's not cute.
Oh, you got to be handsome to be in there?
I mean, not that Elon's like super handsome, but I think since Mark is so famously, quote unquote, not attractive.
He's quirky, yeah.
I think people don't. I mean, you think about who they're talking about. Oprah, debatable, I think is a lovely looking person. She's well dressed. She's well groomed. She looks
like auntie.
She's very auntie.
Yeah. In a good way, not in a way.
In a positive way. Beyonce, gorgeous.
Yeah, but I don't think Beyonce and Jay-Z are in it.
I don't think Jay-Z's in it.
I don't think he would want to.
I think Beyonce's in it.
In real life,
I would like to think that Beyonce's in it.
And
Jay-Z was like, she
give
said,
him a pass.
Becky said you can't come in.
Illuminati Beyonce. That's the name of this episode.
We'll come up with something better.
I don't know. I just think people just jump to that conclusion. That's what it is for black folks. You're either gay or in the Illuminati once you reach a certain level of success. So if I get to the point where people start saying I'm in the Illuminati and I'm gay, that means I done made it, baby. I'll take it.
Well, that's a good threshold.
Yeah. Wait,
who knew?
Gay or?
I've been gay this whole time.
You ain't in the Illuminati though. So you gotta get that one.
Oh,
so I
wonder what mine would be.
Illuminati.
How do I know I've made it?
When they say you're an Illuminati.
Oh.
See, I have to get one because I'm not gay and I'm not an Illuminati. So they gotta at least give me one. You entered the door with the gay, so they got to give you the
Do you think the black community would give me a rimmer?
Nah. Okay. Maybe, by affiliation.
Is there any white folk that are rumored in the black community of being Illuminati or
They said Justin
gay?
Timberlake. They've said, there's not a lot of white people. I think they said Katy Perry.
Katy. I like her. I mean, she just seems like normal girl. Like normal person.
I don't know. I can't think of a lot of white artists that are considered to be part of the Illuminati.
Specifically by the black community.
Yeah.
I just wondered.
Do y'all go around accusing people of the Illuminati?
I don't think so.
Y'all got better shit to do.
I don't think so. But I also think that there is a very strange pressure that the black community puts on each other in itself.
We do.
That is very specifically black community.
Yeah, we do that. But yeah,
I just see it as an observer. Yeah. I've not felt it or experienced it personally.
We've talked about it before. We have to give back. I don't think I should have to. I should choose to.
Yeah. What's this? Trevor Noah.
Okay.
There was an interview years ago where he said, actually, I think we did an episode of it. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure we did an episode about it. His mom said, "You've made it. You don't owe anybody. You don't owe the black tax. I, your mother, am forgiving you of the black tax."
Mixed, so
the mom was black, right?
Yeah, but she's married to a white man.
But what I'm saying is, the black parent, I just meant the...
Yeah, but keep in mind,
I thought you were going to say it was the white parent. I was like, oh God, was it?
No, what I'm saying is she may have a very different perspective because she's also with a white person, her significant other.
And she's South African.
Hell, all black people are technically African.
But not South African. But to me, she would almost have... This is going to sound wrong. I apologize. Camera wanted ahead of time. I'm trying to say slavery and segregation ended in America further in the past than apartheid in South Africa. So it's interesting that she probably experienced some level, like firsthand experience of apartheid in South Africa and still said...
But
Black types. I don't know. I don't know if that made any sense.
African American, or I don't know. I think she's just African. Ain't no American on the end.
Yeah.
But she's not African American. She doesn't have the black experience. She has the African experience. Then African black people are very culturally different from American black people.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm sure they have what we would consider a ghetto in Africa. I'm not saying she was. I don't know her circumstance. I don't even know her name.
Interesting.
But
I don't know her name either.
Yeah, but I would. The American black experience is very different than any other black experience in any other country. Because we don't have a culture. We have a culture, of course we do, but we don't have a
culture.
But we don't have, like, Haitian people have Haitian culture, which is not just a color of your skin. It's yes, the black people in America have a culture.
Yes.
So you just walk with me if you're listening or watching. But Haitian people also have Haitian culture. Dominican black people have Dominican culture, not just black culture.
Gotcha. Yeah.
African people have African culture, not just black culture.
Yeah.
Black people who grew up in England or London, or whatever the difference. Those people have British culture, not just black culture.
Do you think they have British culture?
Whatever the fuck country it is.
What I mean is, yeah, you're correct. The country is Great Britain.
Yeah.
But let me say this. Okay. I was following you until the British.
All I'm saying is
here's the reason. Okay. Is it that African American people in America, their experience is different because
there's no motherland to attach it to?
Okay. Yeah. Which would be Great Britain would be similar.
Haiti. I don't know. I don't know their experience, but
I don't remember. I don't know if it was called slavery. I don't. Here on the education.
Whatever.
But I guess what I was saying was Africa, Haiti, Dominican Republic.
I'm just naming some, but yeah.
These are places that are just countries that black people have always been in.
Yeah.
Whereas Great Britain and America, that's not the same.
I'm not 100% sure what
also with white people do.
Great Britain culture, but just in general.
But I wonder if there's a similar experience-ish in Great Britain for black people.
There could be, but either way, the overarching theme is, like, if Italian people migrate, I don't even know if migrate is the right word, but come to America, they are, and say I'm an Italian man, I have babies with my Italian wife in America. They have American culture, but they also have the country of Italy that is their culture as well. Okay. Black people that are born and raised in America don't have I was in Nigeria, Sudan, I'm Guyanese. There's nothing that ties you as a black person to that. And I forgot why I even brought all this shit up. But anyway.
Black tag.
The black tag. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's, to me, black people who have origins in other countries that come here, I would assume that's probably, I could be wrong, I don't know the woman, I'm not speaking for her. That's probably why she doesn't see a black tax. Because she's not African American, she's African. And I'm pretty sure, never been to Africa, yes I have been to Africa, I haven't been in the culture of Africa, but I have skirted around the continent.
In a boat?
Yeah.
Oh, does that...
I mean, we got off the boat, but I wasn't trekking the jungle.
I don't know if sailing by
No, but I wasn't trekking the jungle with my hereditary brethren and all that shit. But I'm just saying, I think, because that's a different... not everybody. The majority is African black people.
Okay.
In Africa. Black people are not the majority in America.
Right.
So that's
why I was wondering with Great Britain also not the majority.
Yeah. But so that's a very different experience when everybody, not literally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Per capita, all the black people, there's a hell of a lot more black people in Africa, or African people in Africa, black, than in America.
Yes.
So if people are poor, they just all poor. You see what I'm saying? Where there's more poor black people than poor white people in America. Per capita. Not literally one for one. Yes,
I got you. I'm
not one for
you.
one, obviously.
Yeah.
There's not 2 million poor black people and 1 million poor white people. Just percentage-wise, there is more poor black people in America. So that is a very different experience, I would assume, and I think that's a safe assumption, than in America than in other countries. So I think
Makes sense.
I could be wrong. Y'all can tell me I'm crazy. But so I would assume that that's why in America there's this, we got to pay it forward, and there's this black tax and all this other shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on too long. But
No, go for it. I think I'm always interested in just people in general. I mean, that's why we're nosy.
exactly.
But I would be interested to know. I wonder if there's ever been any type of I don't know what they would call it, study where to look and see if there's any, because the black community has been so strong through so much.
Sure.
I wonder if there's actually a lot more similarities than you think that have
In
been
other countries?
held on to and passed down from Africa. I wonder if there's, as far as like the culture versus African culture,
Yeah.
I wonder like how many parallels are still
That's probably
embedded.
small nuances that we still
Yeah,
do that
I
we don't
wonder.
even know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that study, what kind of, there's a
Genealogy?
maybe, but there's I don't know what that is. There's a study and it has a specific name, but whatever that's called, study. Comment below. I wonder if they would find any similarities that have been held onto and passed down.
Even if we don't realize it, but yeah, probably
Right.
washing meat. White people don't wash meat before you cook it.
We don't.
Historically, white people don't wash the meat off when they open it from the pack before they cook it.
Oh,
You wash yours?
yeah.
But I think historically,
But I wonder if mine is because I'm gonna have to think on that one. But I think some of mine is because my current relationship, but also my ex-relationship, there are certain kinds of schools in this country that are for specific groups of people.
yes, sir.
And a lot of those individuals that attended that school would have been looking at black workers.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Preparing
Food.
and learning from, which would have passed on
Exactly.
that
We be
habit.
cooking. We be cooking.
So
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe my experience is because my mother would never let me or my sister come into the kitchen and mess with any of her precious stuff. I wonder if because my cooking, my little bit of learning here and there has been from
Black folk.
the culture
The culture.
through mac and cheese and specific schools for specific folks.
Yes, sir.
The X-Men school. What was
Yes,
that school
sir.
called? We're going to call it that.
Xavier School for Gifted Children.
School for Gifted Children. From the schools, from mac and cheese to schools for gifted children. Michelle Chappelle.
I watch his my meats, both of them.
And only, I think because, I wonder if because that's my...
That's what you know, yeah.
But also, my dad's mom. See, this is why...
She owns some slaves. No,
No, this is why I'm fascinated. No. They came
I'm
from
just joking. I'm just
extreme
joking. I'm
poverty.
just joking.
Well, but no, they come from extreme poverty.
They wash their meat.
And she washed her meat as well.
Yeah. Even
Like,
though,
now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
but you know,
I
what's
think
funny?
my mom's mom did too.
I don't know why we wash meat before we cook it, because we all know cooking food at extremely high temperatures burns all the germs off anyway. We just do.
I thought it was. See, I thought the washing of the meat wasn't about germs.
I think it's those chemicals that they use to package and
That.
I think
I
that's
thought it
part
was
of it
more
too.
about that.
I think it probably is. I could be wrong. I don't really know. I wash my meat. I don't know why.
I think it's a. I think that's why my experience is not on the beaten path. Because my dad's parents, my dad's dad specifically, like, you can't get any poorer than they were. In that time period
in that
of
area,
the
yeah.
country,
Yeah.
in this area, like, if you were any poorer than them, you were homeless.
Right. It's
So, I
homeless,
mean-
this poor.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And my mom's parents were very similar. My my mom's mom is number 10 of 11 children.
Mhm.
And my mom's dad was number 7 of 7 children. He was the only boy. So all his childhood pictures, he's in dresses. Because
that's what they had to pass down.
there were 6 sisters, and he was the baby. So there's all right, you're wearing a dress because it's. They also didn't care as much then.
Right. Back then, it was like, those are clothes, not.
Correct.
You're a girl in a dress.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that level of
open-mindedness,
making your own clothes because you didn't have money to buy, I think my dad's parents were a whole level poor compared to my mom's parents. But I wonder if that has something to do with something like washing the meat. So, some of those little
especially back then,
idiosyncrasies or whatever they're called.
That is interesting, though.
Because I think that's why mine's a little. Sometimes you'll look at me and I'm like, no, that sounds about right. but then the episode will come out and other friends of mine are like, what? And so I realize, like, this is a real thing.
White people, you just don't know.
I just don't know.
I washed my meat. Why y'all don't wash yours?
Yeah. I wash mine every day.
Me too.
Sometimes twice.
Fresh out the gym, I wash it twice. Hey. But yeah.
After I run. Yeah.
But yeah, so I totally understand all that. I don't know. I do think I agree. I bet you there's things that have been passed down. Show me that damn Funko before I forget.
Oh, you want to do it on camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Go ahead, keep talking.
But yeah, I think there is some.
Not me struggling to get up on camera.
Old man syndrome. No, so I think that's why there are some things, some nuances that obviously have been passed down historically. What's wrong? It's right there in the box. Second shelf to the right. Unless it's not in that cardboard box. I was like,
do you know?
Snake would have bit me.
Listen,
I was like, why is he looking for it? I can look dead at it.
Listen.
I saw it. What are you doing?
I'm going to look huge on this camera.
That's because you're huge in real life. Height, not weight.
Here, you talk while I unpack.
I thought it was going to pause.
No, go ahead.
This is going to end up at my house with the man cave with the additional Funkos, and he won't even own it no more. But it's very cool. Well, anyway, so yeah, I think that I agree with you that there are probably nuances and idiosyncrasies that have been historically passed down that we don't even realize are from the motherland, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
But he's so ghetto. Yeah, it's going home with me. This will be mine next to my Funko, hanging out with the other 48.
It turned out good, didn't it?
Fuck yeah, it's fire. I like that shit. Got the weight, the pickleball. Yeah, it's going to my house. It will be next to my Funko, as well as the other 49 Funko. I literally have 50. That'll be 51.
And I've got running shoes on.
It's going to my house.
She thinks.
I'll Apple Pay him the $30. It's going to my house today.
What?
You just order another. Oh, 36 with shipping. I'm sorry. I will be cash apping him, Apple
Why
paying
don't
him
you just order another one?
Same reason why somebody asked me for mine, and I said, just order one. It looks like it. Yours is here now. I'm going to take it.
It's already in the.
I don't care. It's going with me.
It's in
you
your
have a good
phone.
Day. I don't care.
You ordered it.
I don't care. Have a good day. So anyway, yes, I do not know why that is, but I agree. There probably are things that have been historically passed down. I think that's what all cultures do.
If you're watching or listening, let us know if you know of something
if
specific.
You're white, do you wash your meat before you cook it, or put it on somebody's grill? Yeah.
But I wonder,
Yes, sir.
Well, I was sort of thinking while we were sitting here, I was thinking, the culture has such a strong religious.
I saw something.
It's not that it's not like white people religion. Does that make sense?
No, we're avid God worshipers. We love Jesus.
But it's also in a different.
Yeah, because that was good. What got us to, at least in America, that's what got us through slavery.
But I wonder if that's important in Africa.
Yeah, I've heard
not specifically.
Right. Well, I've heard. I don't know if
this religion or whatever.
I saw on, and I'm not saying TikTok is the gospel. Like the double entendre. But I did see a video, and somebody that was African spoke about Christianity being in Africa before it was ever in America.
I mean,
that I can believe that, or some semblance
because
of it.
Africa is older than America by a lot.
Yeah,
I would assume that
is either
Pretty much
Catholics
every
are-
religion has been in Africa before it came to America.
Yeah, but I found it interesting because we also
It is interesting.
there are segment. I don't know what the percentage or the amount. There's African religions as well. I would assume that don't have anything to do with Jesus. and
Yes, there's a
Christian-
lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So I found that interesting.
tribal.
Yeah.
I don't know
I know
if
what you're
that's
trying
the
to
right
say.
word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I found that interesting too.
yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I took world religion when I was in college. That was probably one of my favorite classes.
And what you remember? Nothing.
Well,
I'm just talking shit.
what I liked about it was we didn't look at any religion as
Right or wrong? It was just
you
that's what
you
they
have
believe.
to adopt this if you
Right.
like
Just
it. It was
learn
just
about it.
this is out there. This is out in the world. Most of which is older than Christianity and older than Judaism.
Really?
A lot of them.
Want a name? Not putting you on the spot, but like
I can't think of the specific names like right off the top of my head now because it's been 23 years. But I remember there being multiple religions. Well, I mean, the Egyptian gods, Greek gods, Roman
Oh, of
gods.
course,
I mean,
no,
all of those
yeah.
are older.
I thought you meant something that people still follow now.
It's called Taoism now. It's the Tao.
The Tao?
It's pronounced Tao, but yes,
okay.
I don't know. It's
The Tao, like
Japanese.
Tao? The Tao.
It's pronounced with a D sound, or it's sort of a in between D and T. I'm probably not doing it right either. But it's the Tao Taoism. It has another name because Taoism is a sect of this older name, and I can't think of the older name.
Like Buddhism?
They're not similar.
Oh, I wouldn't try to be fine.
No. Buddhism might be around the same age as Christianity.
What's the Muslim?
Maybe not.
What's the
Maybe
Muslim
not.
religion called? Is it just Muslim?
Islam.
Islam. Is Islam older than Christianity? I don't think it is.
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Because I think the Quran...
Quran.
No, it can't. Quran, thank you.
Quran.
Because I think the Quran...
That's my cousin's name.
It's
not spelled the same way.
Shut up.
I'm dead ass. Her name is Quran.
I'm sorry, girl.
It's spelled pretty. Yeah, she's a girl.
It's spelled pretty?
Yeah, I don't know how to spell because I'm not going to say her nickname. But everybody calls her by her nickname. But her government name is Quran, insert last name.
That's like this commercial that I saw today. She goes, "Hi, my name is Jew." And I'm like, you need a new name. You need a new name.
Well, I'm pretty sure my great aunt didn't realize the Quran is the
You never
Quran.
know.
My great aunt is like 70, 80 years old.
I mean, Islam's old.
I know that. I know she's old.
Oh.
Yeah, Islam is older than my aunt. My
Islam's
great
been here for a long time.
aunt.
Yeah. Before it was,
I don't
so publicized. Specific events and stuff. Extremist groups,
What's the topic of this episode? Illuminati?
Yeah. I like to think that there is not necessarily a group of people per se, but I would like to think that there is we'll just say group of people. That there's a group of people sort of guiding our world in the vein of
The butterfly
treating
effect?
each other with respect. Not, do you know what I mean? Whether it's being successful. I mean, I think about I think we talked about this not too long ago, but as an example, like when we go to war now, it's nothing like when they went to war centuries ago. Like we've evolved.
Yeah, there was rules back then. Now it ain't.
There are rules.
Rules of engagement? No, them motherfuckers.
I mean, they're supposed to be more strict now.
They're not. The same people in the Vietnam War sending babies with bombs on their chest, hug me, and blowing your ass up. Them ain't rules.
Yeah.
That's like, fuck you, we're trying to win.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
I
guess there's always
morbid,
an exception.
I mean,
not babies with bombs.
They were.
There's
though.
your title, babies with bombs. Bombs over babies.
Oh shit! But that's what I'm saying. That was like rules. That's like fuck you. We're gonna win by any means necessary.
But is that? I wonder if that. But that would have been both sides centuries ago. It was just what do they call it? Guerrilla warfare. It's like a weird spelling.
Yeah, it's guerrilla warfare.
GUER or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to think, well, I mean, something like, I feel like we have a better understanding now of how our brains work. You know what I mean? Like why, last week, sorry, figuring out like my battery's low, I'm taking things personally. Mm-hmm. And they're not personal. They don't have to be personal.
Yeah, for that particular example, I didn't mind listening, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't fuck Kirk. We want to make him feel like he ain't shit. I don't think people are like, I just coincidentally met the pickleball court. Let's get him. Right. Yeah, I don't think people are like twisting their beards.
Right. But I mean, even just acknowledging that somebody's having a bad day. I don't know if they did that centuries ago.
In comparison to
now.
To warfare?
Well, warfare was just an example, but also like mental health. Like we're.
I think mental health has made people into victims, but we don't have to go down there.
I think it's cyclical, though. I think instead of a group of people moving us to more progressive places, I think we're just doing circles. Like there was, like throughout history, there were times where gay people were celebrated. There were times where trans people were celebrated. Oh, absolutely. I mean, they obviously didn't have surgery then to do any permanent changes on the body. But I mean, there's a lot of Indian tribes that, one of them is called Two-Spirit, but I think there's other tribes much older than we're even aware of.
Indian feather or red duck?
Both, I think.
Oh, I have heard the Two-Spirit thing,
there's an Indian
that's blue with the extra arms and shit like that. I'm not being funny.
No, that's the elephant.
No, there's a woman.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Is that what you're referring to?
That's Hindu.
Okay. I'm not being disrespectful. I don't know the name of that.
Hindu is also, I think, older than Judaism.
Really?
Yeah. Don't quote me specifically on that one. It may have been a different name, but
what's that?
But similar.
There's a name for that. I'm not trying to. I don't know the name of, but it's a woman with blue skin. It's a really cool looking.
Actually, that's the man.
That's a man.
The woman is not. The woman doesn't have blue skin. Hold on, let me think.
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
Yes, blue skin is a man.
It's a man.
And then he has a
wife or significant other.
Created the world.
Oh, okay.
Sort of like Greek mythology has like the sky god and the earth mother,
gotcha.
And they combined together, created whatever
whatever
stuff on the earth,
created stuff. Fair enough.
But Krishna
yeah,
is the name.
Okay, there you go.
Krishna is male. It's a male deity who is blue.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen and then
there's Ganesh, who I love, is my favorite.
That's the elephant?
That's the elephant.
Okay, I've heard that too. Okay.
But I just like I like what they represent. But anyway, but I think there's times where we're closer and times when we're further away. And I think we're sort of I think we're right now living through a separation that's sort of we're coming back together again.
What do you mean?
Like we as people are separating, but we're also at the same time finding ways to come back. Like I think anytime there's a challenge in the world,
shit out of your couch cushion.
I know. Sorry.
It's yours. So that's fine.
But like COVID, for example. COVID's a perfect example.
Oh, 9/11.
9/11, this huge tragedy. But if you think about before that, we weren't caring about each other. People weren't thinking about the military. Do you know what I mean? Like these weren't topics that we were talking about. And all of a sudden 9/11 hit and we're like, the military is amazing. Yeah. You're in the military, free meals for the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? It was it's these
ebbs and flows.
Yeah, I didn't want to use that word.
That's okay.
But I like it.
Yeah.
It fits. Good call.
Ups and downs.
Cycles. That's why I keep saying cycles. I'm trying to make cycles work. I'm trying to make fetch happen. And now you know what that is.
Hey.
But I think there's a natural pendulum swinging back and forth to the extremes, and so we sort of find ourselves in times of middle ground, which is good.
In the middle.
I think if it doesn't swing, we wouldn't appreciate either one.
Fuck that. I'd rather just have it in the middle and just chill.
Well, but I mean, it's sort of like I think about like relationships. If you've never had a relationship that wasn't great, you wouldn't appreciate one that was like, this is really good.
If it was never great?
If it was sort of like something was always missing. Well, to a certain degree, not always, but like if you've not had a relationship, even a friendship that just went sour, you don't appreciate as much these relationships that even if you have a fight, you come back together again. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have to have some of the closest relationships that we individually have with other people are the ones where we fought about something and learned something new about each other. I think our friendship keeps growing because we keep sitting here talking to each other about random topics and how nosy we are. But you know what I mean? If we weren't sitting here talking about our thoughts on random topics that we're just nosy about,
right.
You know.
Well, of course I would know less of your perspective and vice versa. But I don't know. I ain't never really been in no fight with my friend. Except the drunken physicals, but that's not like I'm in it.
You've never had an argument with a friend.
I've disagreed, but not a yelling, no.
Were they yelling?
Not really.
You're not
I'm not confrontational.
You're a quitter. That's the wrong word. You're
a quitter. I don't care.
What I mean is
because people will argue and they want to win. I don't give a fuck about winning.
That whatever.
Like, well, you got it. It ain't that deep to me.
That's called.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
a quitter.
It's not.
I don't have to win. I want to resolve, not win.
Quitter.
So yes, if I'm not confrontational.
Non-confrontational. That's the word I was
But
looking
it's not
for.
being a punk. It's just like there are people. I've got to be right. And like, then you can be right. I don't care that much. I'm not that invested in a topic.
Yeah.
I'm that invested in if we're going to stay friends.
Yeah.
So, like, hypothetically, if you said this couch is purple, even though it's clearly, I guess, charcoal gray-ish. What color is this in real life? Charcoal gray?
I guess.
Or some variation of gray, right?
Until these lights, I've always thought it was like a blue.
I knew you were going to say that.
But I think because these lights, I'm like, oh, actually, I think it might be more gray than blue.
No, I'm saying, whatever, it's blue-gray. Let's just, can we agree blue-gray?
Okay.
It's blue. But just for the example.
When you first asked me what color this was, I almost went blue, but because you pointed it out and I looked, I was like, oh, it's not blue.
No, it's
so
I don't think it is either.
That was what was
Your
going through my
shirt is blue. Your shirt is not the color of this couch.
That's what was going through my head when you were saying that. I was like,
but for the example, like like if I said the couch was purple and you're like, no, it's gray.
Yeah.
And if I really believed it was purple, but you are adamant about winning, this is great. I've got 42 examples of why this is great. I'm like, you got it. It ain't that serious to me. Because the couch color is not important.
Yeah.
You being my friend is important.
Yeah.
But I think people will jeopardize relationships, friends, significant others, whatever, to be right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you got it.
Yeah.
It's purple. I mean, it's whatever you said it was. It's blue-gray.
Yeah.
But, I don't.
Yeah. But I'm similar.
Yeah,
I think that's why most of mine have not been that way.
Yes, this is gray also. No, it's not. It's purple. All right, it's purple then. You see what I'm saying? Like
these are so different colors.
They are a little bit darker than these. Did you notice that? I think it's because it's a different material. This is suede. Okay. This is a thinner suede. I don't fucking know. It don't matter. But I'm just saying.
I'm trying to remember if these were the pillows for it.
It got to be because they're basically the same color. It might be the light and the angle and all, whatever.
Maybe this is because it's been sat on.
Cheeks
versus
arms.
This is probably not. probably not getting the same amount of usage.
No, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Quitter was not the right word.
I don't mind if it's quitter. That's not my feelings. Yeah.
But I feel like I'm similar in the way of I'll just harken back to the pickleball example. If I say to somebody like, nobody hit me the ball, and they're like, oh yeah, they did. I'll go, okay.
Yeah.
Because I now realize this ain't going anywhere.
Right.
And you're one of those people that, because it's not happening to you, you're not as aware as you think you are.
I'm like,
And I just go, okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah. Unless it's something I like, am super staunch about, which is not very many things.
Have you had something?
That I was staunch about?
Yeah.
That I had to argue about?
Yeah. Or just staunch about?
Not anything except for like the norm. That these are my kids. Don't fuck with my kids. I mean,
Mama Bear.
Staunch. Oh, this shithead little boy took the ball from my daughter. What's today? Tuesday. It's Thursday. What the fuck that little shithead did? I picked my daughter up. I believe it was Tuesday. It wasn't yet. Was it yesterday? I don't know. Then the last 2 days, some little shithead little boy took the ball from my daughter as soon as right before I picked her up from after school. And I wanted to run in there and mush the fuck out of that little boy. She was crying the whole way home and cried in the house. I'm like, this sucks.
Older, younger?
You know my 15-year-old ain't crying about nobody took the ball from her.
Well, I was just checking because I was like, oh.
She's I thought maybe, bigger than most boys.
I thought,
like she's 5'8". No,
I thought you
her.
meant like, I wasn't sure if you were using like ball as sort of like.
He took her tuba? That heavy-ass instrument?
Well, I just meant like maybe she liked him and you were just being like, he hit her with a ball.
No,
you know?
my 5-year-old.
But he really was just like, I don't like you or whatever.
This shithead little 5-year-old or 6-year-old was like, took the ball from my youngest. I don't like that shit.
Okay.
Oh, that irritates my soul.
But I mean, that's that age.
I don't give a fuck. My kids are sensitive and soft as baby shit. Leave my babies alone.
Your youngest is not. I don't even think your oldest is.
Yes, they are.
I don't know.
Why is she crying about somebody took a ball from her at 5 if she's a savage? She's a savage at home.
Okay.
When she leaves the comfort of her home, my babies are sensitive.
Okay.
And I don't like shit like that. I don't know why the fuck we talking about my babies. Oh, things I'm staunch about. Yeah. So I'm kid about my staunch. I'm staunch about my kids. That might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, family, that's about it.
Okay.
Is there anything
makes
specifically
sense.
staunch about?
I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't, like, off the top of my head, nothing, like, stands out to me. I think a lot of that is because my dad is so overbearingly...
These are my babies.
No. No, not at all. We're probably... Like, no offense to my dad, like, if he ever watches this, whatever, but...
There's 160 episodes.
I think he knows deep down that this is the truth. Everybody in our world is treated better than me and my sister by Pappy.
Oh, shit.
Nobody gets shit on more than me and Sissy by Pappy. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I love my dad. His birthday's coming up in a week and a half.
Are you going to say happy birthday? Yeah.
I don't want to, but I probably will. Because I'm not petty.
Does he text you happy birthday?
No.
I fucking love it. I don't know why.
Ain't that fucked up? I love one of my bestest friends never gets a happy birthday from his dad. He's such a fucking sweetheart.
I think it's because it supports...
It's expected.
It supports my vision of him in my head because, I've never met him. So all I have is this sort of image that over the years of us talking about him, I've built in my head. And so moments like that just solidify what I've created.
What I say about him?
Yes.
You know that I'm not making it up, basically.
No, I know.
Yes. I have officially been in my house for over 1 year.
He came, though, didn't he? Recently?
No, he's never been to my house.
Was that right before you moved?
No.
He came for something. What was that?
It was the holiday season before that.
Okay.
So, yeah,
so right before. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Or pre-move.
Yeah. I don't know.
Does he know you bought a house?
Nope. What I'm going to tell him for? He ain't coming. Hey, let's get the fuck out of here. Wrap this bullshit up. I ain't going down no daddy issues.
No. So, So I think my non-confrontational for the most part. I'm sure I've confronted somebody about something.
You bitch is not gonna hit me the ball? Yes.
Well, when my battery's low, I tend to be a little more assertive with my feelings about that. But
fuck you and this pickleball.
But I think because my dad is so set in his very...
He's also older. He ain't got to do shit.
But what I mean, he's always been this way.
You know they lighten up since then?
No.
Not even a little bit?
Oh, no. No, but I will say this. So, me and Only go to our doctor's appointments together. I'm like, listen, I need an extra pair of ears. I'm coming to yours. We got to take care of each other. We got to know what's going on. So, we had dinner with the fam one night after a doctor's appointment. And I said something that alluded to the fact that we had gone to Only's appointment together. And my dad goes, I bet they thought y'all were weird sitting there together at his appointment.
What does that mean?
And I looked at my dad across the table and I went...
Or a black and a white guy?
You mean the other two? No. He meant like, it's his appointment, but there's two of us sitting here.
Why is that weird?
Well, which is why... So I said, do you mean all the other people that were there with other people for their own appointments?
All right.
And he sort of looked at me and he looked down, which I know means...
You got me.
Yes. But, so then...
Wait, what's the uncensored version of that?
What?
Because it's two dudes? I'm so lost.
No. I think my dad was trying to say, you're only as an adult who had another adult come to his appointment. Why?
Oh, I go by myself.
So turns out my dad
goes with your mom.
Goes by himself, but wants to go with my mom. My dad wants him and my mom to go to appointments together.
For him or for her?
Both. Because here's the thing. You're the two that have to take care of each other.
And they're getting older.
It's not even an older thing. It's if like Only's been going to the doctor because he's been having this random like
heartburn.
They think it's heartburn, which anyway.
Acid reflux,
he got to a point where now he's like taking a medicine that's supposed to like. I think he's done with it now, and it seems like it did what it was supposed to do.
I get a lot of heartburn too, but I drink a lot.
But his wasn't like a burn; it was like a pain.
Oh, mine.
And so he was like, "Why do I have a pain?" But apparently, if your heartburn gets to a certain level, it
becomes pain. Yeah.
It comes across as a pain versus. So anyway, we're going to the appointment because if you've got to do medicine, I need to know what the medicine is so I can make sure you take the medicine. And then we're looking at, okay, we've tried this, now we've tried that. It's just another person where you go together.
I just do a lot of shit by myself. I work by myself, smoke by myself,
drink by myself.
No, I work by myself besides my client. I edit by myself. I shoot by myself, especially if I'm not friends with who I'm shooting. I'm just there as an employee, technically.
Right.
So I just do a lot of shit by
service
myself.
Provider.
Yeah, I am a service provider. You've been reading.
I try.
We're going to talk about it when we get done.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a service provider. So I do a lot of shit by myself.
Yeah.
So I don't really expect anybody to go to that. Yeah. So I don't even bring it up. I just go.
Yeah. I love it because
I like that perspective,
it also gives me a person to talk about it with where we were both there. Mm-hmm. So we can actually, like, when the appointment's over, we talk about, okay, what are we going to do? Do we need to get the medicine now? Oh, you're going to get it tomorrow after work. And then I remember to text, like, hey, make sure you get your medicine after work today.
That's too much. I just fuck that.
Well, but that's good for me, memory.
Yeah. I'll just
my memory skills. But my dad, but a lot of it with my mom and dad, like my mom had her hip replaced. My dad dropped her off and picked her up because she wouldn't let him come in. He had no idea what the care instructions were or anything. She told him what the care instructions. She didn't share the paper. She kept the paper for herself. Because that's my mother.
She wouldn't let him look at it?
She said, no, I got it. I know what to do. So she can do whatever she wants to do.
Instead of follow those fucking instructions.
Exactly. She can follow them how she decides they apply to her and don't apply to her.
I got COVID? Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Listen, she's never been tested for COVID.
I know you told me.
Never. And will not. Still to this day will not be tested for COVID.
She don't believe it's real, or she just want to...
No. She said, if I test for it...
Then I can have it.
Then I have it. Because, it's either positive or negative.
So...
But it also... There's like one that's like... you can... the antigens? Antibodies. And if those
If you have the antibodies, you had it.
Right. Which she doesn't want to know if she had it. She wants to think she just sailed right through without it.
So
I actually got tested. I'd never tested positive.
So if she breaks her leg, but never goes to the doctor, she never broke her leg.
Well, I mean, considering the fact that she's had both hip replaced and one knee, and she's about to have the other knee.
She never had them replaced. I mean, she never actually needed hips. She just went and got it because she wanted to.
That's right. Her own decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like stuff like that, like because my mom so vehemently wants to follow her own rules, she don't want him to come. So ever since I said that, he's been trying to get her to go to his appointments and him to go to her appointments, and she won't let him. And so he finally confessed it one night at dinner, and I just went, oh, well, that's nice. Maybe she'll start going with you. And I wanted to be like, you motherfucker, I just need you to understand that you shit on me, but you forgot about that. But he does it a lot. And then all the stuff that I've said through the years, like when I first moved back home, I would go, why are y'all doing this? I don't remember the example.
Yeah.
A month later, my dad would go, why are we doing this? This is stupid. As though I didn't just say it a month ago. And they all yelled at me for saying it. It was stuff like that. And I'm just like, so I've gotten used to it now.
I spied with my little eye that y'all are stubborn.
Yeah. Oh, well, just with me and my sister. My dad. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. So, this person.
This is also why I look small, because I have terrible posture and I love it. Even if I'm not Indian style, I have terrible posture.
I'm so far into this couch trying to be just as tiny. And you continue to find ways to be tinier.
I'll be on chill. You be like, yes, Michael. So what has happened? Stretch the legs. Look at all the elongated calves and thighs and kneecaps. I'd be like, I'm chilling.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, why I look taller than you? Because you sit with better posture.
It's not taller.
He's like a larger entirety.
Twice your size.
That's fine.
Whatever.
It don't bother me.
So anyway, I go to lunch with this man who is important to my dad.
My dad.
And he says, it's interesting that your mom is very reserved and your dad is really funny.
What?
And I went,
I don't think that's...
Listen, so I try to have a filter with certain people.
Right, that ain't their business,
Because, well, I want you to make up your own mind about my parents.
Yeah, you're their son. Yeah, you have a very...
I have an insider view.
Right.
You don't need that insider view to make your decision.
You're not part of the family.
But before my filter could catch me, I went, what? My dad's not funny at all. And he sort of looked at me and I went, me, my mom, and my sister laugh pretty much 9 hours a day. And my dad sits there huffed and with his hands crossed. And the guy goes, well,
that's different.
I guess I'm getting a different experience. And I said, yeah, because you're not a family member.
Damn, you an asshole.
And I went. So anyway, because my filter came at the end.
When it was too late. See, your filter did this. It was like, it
was too late.
Like, sir, so your first breath and your last breath got filtered out. Everything else is like, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't saying, it did. I'm sure it sounded a little more hateful now than it did then. But yeah, I was like, no. No, like not at all. My dad hates laughter. Like,
my dad does too. We used to get in trouble for laughing too much in the back seat.
If we laugh, my dad will go, God, is that how y'all laugh? And I'm like, well, we're 40. I'm 40 and my sister's 45 and we've laughed this way our entire life. You just now realizing we laugh different.
Yeah, me and my sister, we're almost 4 years apart. We've been, my dad can't even hear the laughter. He just saw the laughter. It was like, is that joy? Cut that shit out. We used to be in the back seat. We used to have a Mazda MPV. It was all white. It was an older model, obviously, back then. And then he had a Toyota Tercel, the green, the like a money green one.
Oh.
And it's a little bitty car. It's like the Honda Civic of back in the day.
Money Green.
They don't even make Toyota Tercels anymore.
I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with the Tercel.
The one that had the flat back.
Didn't they all?
I don't even know if they made them after that model, but whatever. But yeah, we used to be in the back laughing.
I guess I'm just familiar with the name. Go ahead.
And he was just like, he would shut that shit down. And y'all laugh too much. What?
That's what my dad said.
I don't ever tell my kids.
Maybe that's
to
how
stop
we
laughing.
bonded.
Yes, trauma bonding.
Shit daddies.
Hey. No, I don't understand that. Motherfucker, you can't even hear us laughing. You can just see it.
Yeah.
Watch a scene in a movie where people are dying laughing and mute the TV. That's his experience. How can that bother you if you don't look at it?
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out. I'm being a dickhead.
If you've got a daddy issue, here's a daddy tissue.
Hey, what is this? A remote? Oh, never mind. I thought I hit my arm or something. It might have been my phone.
Oh, was it? Oh, it wasn't anything?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if you're still here, hi. Thanks for staying around.
Last episodes have been a hot mess.
I don't know, though. I like sort of our stream of consciousness episodes. Because I feel like that's where we find the gems. The little nuggets of, oh, okay, yeah. I feel you on that one. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm with you on that one. If you're a member of the Illuminati and you're watching this, let us know.
How do we get in?
nosywithgoodintentions@gmail.com. I forgot the email last week. I just realized.
I mean, they know.
If you're watching this week and you watched last week, thank you for returning. Our email is nosywithgoodintentions@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Forgot to say that last week. We also have Instagram, Nose with Good Intentions. Please feel free to message us there as well. If I forget anything during this spiel, it is on Instagram with the link tree. You can click on any of those links and they will take you directly to my pages.
Yeah.
If you're watching, hi. Thanks for continuing to watch. We're here on YouTube, Nose with Good Intentions. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you're notified every, mostly Tuesday, mostly at 8 a.m. Mostly at 8 a.m. when we're here, guiding your noses.
Yeah.
If you're listening, hey.
Yeah.
How are you? Thank you for listening. Make sure that you subscribe on your podcast interface. Make sure you also rate and review us. It's super important. That's very helpful. We would like a positive rating with the most number of stars available.
Yeah.
Preferably. Yeah, Glow. We also have TikTok, Nosy with Good Intentions. We have Snapchat, Nosy Podcast. We also have Michael's favorite.
Yeah.
X, formerly known as Twitter, Nosy Good. I think that's it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to our Nosy Nonsense.
See you next time.
Yeah.